A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for making us part of your day. It's 1 p.m. I'm Wakio Mzenge, and this is TV47 at 1. Let's begin with our stories from Utumishi Girls School. Form 4 students at Utumishi Girls Academy, Gilgil, have today begun trickling back to school as the institution reopens following closure. Grade 10 students are expected to resume classes on Tuesday next week, while Form 3 students will return on Thursday next week. The phased reopening comes just months after the inferno that claimed 16 lives at the school, forcing its closure and sparking national outrage over safety standards. Our correspondent Willie Dennis Njeru is following events at the school and now joins us live. Willie Dennis Njeru, how are you? Can you hear us loud and clearly?
Yes, indeed. Good afternoon, Mzenge, coming to you live from the gates of Utumishi here in Gilgil, sub-county of Nakuru. And right as you have said, indeed, there has been a raft of measures to ensure the students who get here today are well accommodated. Remember, the time frame is not adequate enough to ensure that we have good and or repaired structures to accommodate students to the normalcy, but there has been makeshift structures that have been laid in place to ensure that all is well. And as we can say right about now, there is no formal communication from the school administration, but as yet, any moment from now, we will be having that. And before I say much, I'm joined by a parent here who will be telling me more about this. Only Form 4s have been allowed to school today. Please, we are live on TV47. Mention your name and perhaps bring us up to speed on how the situation is.
Thank you very much. My name is Peter Nguka. I'm a parent at Utumishi. It's been a journey ever since the strategy occurred, and we've really had enough time with our daughters. We've also been able to take them through counseling and other sessions just to make sure that they are comfortable. So on Monday, we had a meeting with the teachers and also other stakeholders within the ministry and the institutional management, and we're able to lay down some of the conditions that we need to be met before we bring our daughters back. So I'm happy to say that so far they have met most of those conditions, and they've also been able to really prepare to welcome us, although within a short time. Yeah, so far so good. They have shown us where our daughters will be sleeping. They have also shown us how they'll be dealt with as part of their post-traumatic counseling sessions that they will get. Yeah, so far so good.
So good. Rightfully said. Or even as of now, we also have counselors right here in the school. As a parent, what were your initiatives during this small period that you had your child at home?
Yeah, so as I started, it's been a journey because one, they were traumatized. They were shocked with what happened because some of them didn't see it coming. And like my daughter, she lost some of her friends. So during this short period, we made sure that we really engaged her fully to the level that we even spent some time out with her to play some sports and games that she likes. At the same time, we also try to engage some professional to counsel her just to make sure that she's comfortable. And then the neighborhood also was able to come together just to show us some love, because that's all that we needed during this short period.
Of course, being a candidate, there is too much that is expected. Is she skeptical or optimistic about the future of the exam that lies ahead in a few months to come?
Yeah, that's a good one. So, yeah, all we've been talking about is having faith, because with that faith, it builds that trust that they need during this difficult time. Yeah, so she's really tried her best, right, just to make sure that she reads the book, although the level of concentration is low. Yeah, but just bringing her back today is part of the healing, and the quicker the better, because now she'll be able to kind of walk through it and use these first days to really prepare for the exams. But as we know, the time is short. She has less than 3 months to prepare for the final exam. So we hope that by that time she'll have fully settled. But the other thing that we expect the school to help us is the counselors to stay around, so that even the next 3 months, they should also be interacting with our girls just to make sure that they settle down, because that's our fear on how will they handle it once we leave the school today.
So my last question.
Yes.
Has she expressed any fears? Just one line.
Yes, she expressed fear, but we told her there's always hope and every bus must pass through this rough terrain.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. There you go, Wakio, the parent there testifying of the facts and the time that has been with the child there, who is also a student here. Right behind me, there is a check for every student who comes in, as it is accustomed to every other institution, to ensure that there's check and balances before any item goes in, to ensure there is no contraband or something that is not admissible in the school institution. Subsequently, in our bulletin, we will be bringing you an exclusive coverage on what has transpired here at Utumishi. And next week on Tuesday, as you indeed stated, grade 10, and on Thursday, Form 3s. Back to you in our studios, Wakio, Mzenge.
Thank you, Willie Dennis Njiro, for that report. And I'm sure you've mentioned that there are counselors on the ground. So our students, as they return, are receiving counseling and guidance as they grapple with the situation that they faced earlier on in May. Moving on, former nominated Senator Millicent Omanga has called for the resignation of Public Service Principal Secretary Fikirini Jacobs following an incident in which his bodyguard allegedly shot and killed a youth. Speaking at Ainsworthy Primary School in Eastleigh, Nairobi, where she distributed sanitary pads to schoolgirls, Omanga condemned what she described as an act of impunity by a government official. Omanga has further condemned alleged abduction of government critics. She said young people suspected of breaking the law should be arrested, charged and prosecuted through the courts rather than being abducted.
Good morning, everyone.
Serikali ambayo imekuwa na kiburi sana. Hawataki ji-associate na vijana, hawajataki kuji-associate na watu wa chini kwa sababu hao wanaona wamefika juu. They decided to shoot at him. And this boy was not armed. So I don't know by now why the PS has not been sacked, or by now why he has not resigned. Because for sure, this is not the Kenya we want. And we've also seen abductions like in Mathare, and the PS yesterday of internal security was saying they are not abducting anyone, but you know it's a lie. They've been abducting many youths, especially the other day in Mathare, claiming that they are drug dealers or they are robbers. Then let them be presented in court. You know, if someone is against the law, then why do we have our judicial system?
And emotions ran high today as family members gathered to view the body of Cecile Ouma, the 28-year-old youth leader and political mobilizer who was fatally shot earlier this week. The postmortem examination is currently underway to establish the cause of death. Ouma was allegedly shot by a bodyguard attached to Youth Affairs Principal Secretary Fikirini Jacobs after a dispute during a youth engagement event in Nairobi. Mudoni Brenda is following up on the events and is now joining us live. Mudoni Brenda?
Indeed, we are coming to you live from the Chirom. Thank you so much, Wakio. And yes, indeed, we are coming to you live from the Chiromo Funeral Home, where the post-mortem of 29-year-old Cecile Ouma is currently underway. Now, family and friends arrived here very early in the morning, and it's good to know they were given a chance to view his body before the post-mortem started. It is also good to note that the investigating officer from Pangani Police Station is around, and we have also been able to spot human rights defenders. Now, behind me, I am joined by family and friends of Cecile Ouma, and I just want them to talk to us, to tell us their feelings as Cecile Ouma's postmortem is currently underway. I'd love for us to start with his brother. Habari yako? Karibia tu hapo, usiogope. Habari yako?
Niko salama, lakini sio salama ile ya kawaida. I'm very sad at the moment. I'm very anxious. You know, since the day my brother died up to now, I still don't know the actual cause of his death, because all that was said before is that they had the gunshot sound, and then we saw the bullet mark, But as of now, we want to ascertain how many bullets did they shot my brother with? What was the cause of death? Did they beat him before shooting him? So we want to ascertain all that. And as a family here, everyone here is very sad. Because losing a family member who is still very young, there's nothing as bad as that.
Right, and has the pathologist shared any visual representations of the gunshots or any beatings?
As of now, we are yet to get the results from the pathologist. We are anxiously waiting for it. We just expect that it will be over soon, and we'll get the actual cause of death.
All right, now some reports from social media have labeled Cecil as a goon maybe, and because you're his brother and you knew him very well, what would you say to those remarks?
Me, I would say, as a brother, when Cecil used to live with me, he was a humble, honest guy. And when Cecil entered the path of politics, politics comes with a lot of labels. Whenever I interacted with Cecil on matters politics, he was actually, he was just a brave guy who used to help politicians do their daily matters. He was never a goon. He just wanted to live his life. He enjoyed politics, and he was an ODM member. Yes.
All right, we are very, very sorry, and much condolences to you. I'd like us to talk to Frederick Ojiro, a human rights defender. Habari yako, Frederick?
Mzuri. Yes.
And maybe you can tell us, is the family being represented by a private pathologist?
Yes, my name is Odiambo Jiro. I'm a human rights officer with the Kenya Human Rights Commission. I am here on behalf of myself and on behalf of the Police Reform Working Group Network, which has got Amnesty International, Kenya Human Rights Commission, IMULU, and other organizations. So the family is well represented in this exercise, and that's why we also have got a family doctor, Dr. Joseph Ndungu, and we also have got Dr. Midia, which is representing the government in this autopsy process.
Now, Ojiro, some reports have indicated that eyewitnesses, one of them was arrested yesterday evening. As a human rights defender, can you confirm those allegations?
I can confirm this without any fear or doubt that indeed we are seeing a pattern that indicates that the police are doing what you call cover-up. And one way that they're doing this is that the police have made sure that even on the fatal day when this young man was shot and he succumbed, this incident was also, he was taken rushed to Cecil.
That's Mudhoni Brenda on the ground, and in the subsequent bulletin, she's going to give us more information on that developing story. Meanwhile, patients seeking medical services at Meru Referral Hospital, the county's main public referral facility, have been severely affected by the ongoing doctor strike in Meru County. The hospital, which also serves patients from the neighboring counties of Isiolo, Marsabit, Tharaka-Nithi, and Laikipia, has experienced major disruptions in service delivery due to the industrial action. Patients are enduring as they struggle to access essential healthcare services following the withdrawal of doctors. Residents have appealed to Meru Governor Isaac Mutuma and his administration to urgently resolve the doctor strike and restore normal services at the hospital. They expressed concern that many patients continue to suffer while the county government has yet to provide a lasting solution to the dispute.
Wagonjwa wanakuja hapa kwanza, kama mama mwingine kalipojifungulia hapa sasa unashindwa huyo mama kweli jamani, hakuna mtu kumsaidia tutafanya nini? Sisi wenyewe hatuwezi tukamsaidia, tutamsaidiaje? Hatuna hiyo experience ya madaktari daktari mwenyewe hakuna, hata wenyewe waliwaona wakatoroka kwa sababu hataki kuhusisha kwa ile maneno kwa hiyo mama huyo hakuna mtu kumsaidia mpaka unashikwa na huruma. Sasa utafanya nini?
From where I stand or how I would like to look at it, I want to invite the county government of Meru to open up channels of dialogue and communication so that we can be able to go back to restore industrial harmony and also to be able to serve the good people of Meru County.
That story takes us on a short break, and we'll return with more, so don't go too far.
Skia ni juicy flavor zote tamu tena fruity yummy na flow kama maji juu ni tamu kama sali ni juicy are you bored kuna vitu zinakuudhi usijali my bro hebu kama taka juicy juni
Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
Good morning.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent nauza hii simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimewekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade. Nikikunyuma.
Oh my God. You left me.
Nitumie ni live. Uko nje kuna wifi.
Why? Hi-fi?
Wait, so what do we call this dish again?
I have no idea.
The cucumbers are there specifically for routine.
Tamulini keromeka kwa product.
Na ameenda.
Tunafaa tukuwe na logo yetu. Like si ni brand already.
We won't entertain divas.
No. I'm not dealing with a man child.
Amazing. Nishapenda hii energy.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
My father used to tell me that our hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a mirror of my own ambition. We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the lack.
Welcome back. Thank you for keeping it TV47 at 1. We carry on with more stories that we have lined up for you. A new coalition aimed at strengthening youth participation in governance and democracy has officially been launched in Kenya. The Kenya Youth Civic Engagement Consortium, or KYCEC, brings together civil society organizations, grassroots groups, and youth-led initiatives committed to advancing meaningful youth participation in public affairs. The consortium was formally established following the signing of a memorandum of understanding by partner organizations, marking the beginning of a coordinated platform for advocacy, civic education, policy engagement, research, and youth leadership.
Seen, at least in the last 2 years, the momentum in which the young people in Kenya who used not to be very engaged in political matters are now more politically aware and they want to participate. And so this is the right moment going towards the election in which by coming together we are going to have to try and make civic engagement matter, to make sure that the young people are properly informed, properly educated, and informed citizens make better choices. So we want to build on the momentum in which the country is already in to help young people participate in the next elections and participate in a way in which their decisions are based on proper information.
We're also targeting the young women because we also feel that they need also to exercise their democratic rights. Once they have the information on the civic education, then they'll know how to vote in. They can also exercise, they can also vie for positions so that their issues can also be addressed in the constitution.
The essence of coming together is to see how we can strengthen one another and reach out to young people in the rural, in the urban, and in the unreached areas. And our Our focus is strictly seeing how we get to the grassroots and empower the young people to lead change.
Now let's move to Kirinyaga, where traders at Kiangai Trading Center in Deer staged protests over rampant theft and break-ins targeting their businesses. The demonstrations, which disrupted transport along the Karatina-Kerugoya Road, have renewed calls for enhanced security in the area. Sally Davida reports.
Anger frustrations were evident as traders and residents of Kiangai Trading Center took to the streets to protest against a wave of nighttime thefts and break-ins that have devastated their businesses. The protesters blocked the Karatina-Kerugoya Road for more than 2 hours, allowing only ambulances and vehicles transporting money to banks to pass. Monica McKenna said thieves broke into her shop and stole all her merchandise, leaving her with nothing to sell. James Mwaniki, a clothes trader, said he lost 25 jackets after thieves broke into the sacks where he stored his goods.
Kuna duka nilikuwa nayo, kuna wakati ilibiwa, around miezi kama 3 imepita. Sasa hii juzi tu nikasikia jana kwa Pere kumeibiwa na sehemu mbalimbali. Sasa
nilikuwa na duka ya spare parts hapa chini na iliibiwa kila kitu. Unashindwa, kila kitu inaibiwa, kila siku kunaibiwa. Polisi unawa nini hapa?
Residents claim that criminals have become more brazen, citing recent thefts targeting local chemists, an M-Pesa shop and other businesses in their trading center.
Ukienda pale kwa askari hakuna kitu wanakusaidia. Wanakupea tu OB, wanakuambia watafuatilia, ni hivyo, story inaisha.
Duka kama 6 tayari zimeibiwa. Na ndio watu wamekasirika, ili hali hapa kuna posti ya askari na tunachindwa. Mbona security yetu inaweza toka pande gani?
Tunaomba serikali tusikize. Watuangalie hapo na wao wanafanya hiyo mambo, wanaiba, wanafanya maovu, wachukuliwe hatua.
However, Kirinyaga West Sub-County Police Commander Julius Gaya has assured residents that police will hold a public baraza to address their concerns and has encouraged traders to hire night watchmen as security patrols continue. Sally Davida, TV47.
Thank you, Sally Davida. Now, Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir has sworn in the inaugural board of the Mombasa County Revolving Fund, officially launching the implementation of the 2026 Act. The fund will provide affordable loans to entrepreneurs, youth, women, persons with disabilities, cooperatives and small businesses, unlocking opportunities and driving economic growth. Governor Nasir said access to capital is key to transformation, enabling businesses to expand and create jobs. The board is chaired by Samuel Omondi Okech, with Munira Hamisi as CEO and members representing women, youth, PWDs, trade and finance.
Tuangalie discipline vijana ambao kwamba vijana wa kiume na wa kike ambao wameweza kusomeshwa na wakakubali yale masomo. It is now the revolving fund to consider them, waweze kuwapatia, kama mtu amesomea saluni apatiwe pesa za kuweza kujifungulia na kupata vile vifaa, kisha atalipa taratibu bila riba, ili mwenzake, dadake na kakake pia na yeye aweze kusaidika.
Shukuru gavana wetu Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir kwa kuweza kutambua vijana wa Mombasa, kwa kutuweka katika hii bodi hii. Na tumeona pale katika speech yake ametueleza vizuri. Hii pesa imetenga kusaidia mabodaboda kule chini, mama mboga, vijana ambao wanajitafuta maisha, wale ambao wamefundisha na mambo na skills kupitia skills mtaani program.
Vijana tumeletewa kitu kama hiki, tusikae nyuma tukasema paka hatujafanywa hiki. Tujitoeni, tuendeni tuka-apply. Mumesikia kuna airlifting, kwa hivyo wanaotaka kusafiri sasa hakuna kukaa nyuma, hakuna kuchangiwa. Wewe ni utoke uje maofisini, upewe fund yako, uende safari.
Also urge the youth to take this seriously, because this is a step in ensuring we achieve the economical transformation and power that we have needed for a long time.
From Mombasa, let's go to another coastal town, Malindi, which is preparing for one of Africa's biggest beach festivals as thousands of local and international revelers arrive for a 3-day Summertide festival, expected to boost tourism, business, and the coastal town's economy. Mwaluse Meshak tells us more.
Malindi town in Kilifi County is set to host a 3-day Summertide festival with more than 15,000 local and international revelers expected to attend. The event, taking place at Lost Beach, is anticipated to significantly boost tourism and business across coastal resort town. Authorities have confirmed that security measures are fully in place to guarantee the safety of visitors throughout the festival.
Tumeweka security ya kutosha ndani ya events na outside events. Tutakuwa na security ya kutosha. Tuko na vitengo mbalimbali.
Malindi Sub-County Police Commander Moses Kosgei says officers from the General Service Unit, Rapid Deployment Unit, Tourist Police, Kenya Wildlife Service, Prison Service and the National Police Service have been deployed. Traffic diversion and temporary road closures along the Malindi-Lamu Road will also be implemented to ease congestion.
Tumejitayarisha kushirikiana na organizers wa hii event katika kuhakikisha kwamba the visitors that will come here will enjoy unforgettable experience.
Malindi Municipality Manager Dadu Chome says all hotels, holiday homes and short-stay apartment accommodation in and around the town have reached full occupancy, highlighting the festival growing economic impact.
Yeah, and we are ready for you. As you can see, the security will be very tight. We have done all the necessary preparations just to make sure that this becomes one of the best events of the year.
And we'll be having a tent outside where we'll be having medical officers, we'll be having laboratory technicians, we'll be having an emergency prepared team, we'll be having 9 paramedics who will be roving around.
Organizers say the event will feature international DJs and artists from across Africa, South Africa and the United Kingdom, offering diverse entertainment while positioning Malindi as a leading tourism and entertainment destination.
We are trying to make sure that anytime you hear Summertides Festival in Kenya, you will be ready to board that plane and just make sure that hapa ndio unakuja for your summer.
Mwaluse Meshak, TV47.
Mwaluse Meshak brings us to a close of TV47 at 1. Quite exciting news there in Malindi. And if you're planning to go down there, have fun. But from us here, it's a good afternoon and I'll see you at 4 p.m.